So once again, I am reminding all the students, your material will get from Delhi headquarters. Meanwhile, you can go through the IGNOU course PDF available. You can download and read the material and start writing for the assignments. So already Delhi headquarters people started to send the material to the learners' home address. So you will get material very soon. In meanwhile, you can download the assignment question paper from the IGNOU website and start writing for the assignments. So for writing assignments, one A4 size, one side you have to write and don't write both the sides. A4 size white papers, one side you have to write, and how many words or how many sentences you have to write in the assignment question paper itself. They have given the instruction. Based on that, you can write the material. And writing the assignments answers, you can go through the our material and you can go through the other material also, write the proper answers. You will get the good marks, and you have to submit your assignments at your respective study centers only, not to the regional center Vijayawada. So Hemant sir.
Yes sir.
Now you can start, sir.
Yeah, okay sir. Thank you.
Today sir Hemant sir will take the session MAM054 Marketing Management Agribusiness. Okay sir, continue sir. సార్ మీ వాయిస్ ఏం రావట్లేదే హేమంత్ సార్.
హలో
సార్ మీ వాయిస్ ఏం రావట్లేదు.
ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది సార్, కాల్ వచ్చింది.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
Very good morning, all my dear students who have joined in this Google Meet. Welcome back again. Yesterday and day before yesterday, we have seen two different papers, that is about fundamentals of agriculture, and the other paper is agricultural oriented policies. So those are the two papers we have covered in the previous classes. Now today I'm going to deal about MAM054, that is marketing management for agriculture. So in this particular subject, we have got three blocks, and each block is having its own importance. And the first block will gives you clarity about the basics of marketing management. So in this basics of marketing management, again this particular block is divided into three units. Unit 1 is all about marketing environment. Unit 2 will explain you clearly about how marketing researches and how forecastings are going on. So coming to the unit 3, that is planning and organization of marketing. So how marketing should be planned and how the marketing activities should be organized, especially in the agricultural region. So that is what the thing which is very important. These are the three units which we are going to cover in this in this block 1, that is under basics of marketing management. So coming to the introduction of this marketing management for agricultural businesses, basically before that, let me tell you briefly about the three units on which topics it is going to cover. See, this particular block will helps you to understand about the fundamental concepts of marketing, and also the role of marketing in the business organizations. So you people will go through the various policies, strategies, and elements of marketing mix, and under you also undergo all about contemporary marketing practices also, and you will also able to demonstrate their comprehension of marketing concepts, and also the required knowledge to apply these in their you can apply these in your day-to-day life also. So this particular block will encourage all the learners to explore themselves into the role of a marketing manager, as well as in the boundaries of marketing. So you people, I'm sure, no doubt it is, you people are going to expose completely about the marketing management, how marketings are happening in the agricultural businesses, what kind of marketing environment is required, what kind of marketing researches and forecastings that you should do if you are spotting on any new businesses, as well as how plannings and organizings should be done in the marketing area. So these are the topics which we are going to see today. So initially, I'll start my class with the introduction, or explaining about the definition of marketing. See, marketing, in short or in simple sense, if you want to define a word called marketing, it is the process of communicating the value of a product or service to customers. See, you are here to communicate the value of product or service to the customers. See, it sometimes be interrupted as the art of selling products, but sales are only one part of marketing. As the term marketing may replace advertising, it is the overall strategy and the functions of promoting a product or services to the customer. So that's the reason why, for a societal point of view, marketing is the see, if you want to see this marketing definition in the societal point of view, you can define marketing as it is a link between a society's material requirements and its economic patterns of response. So in the societal point of view, this could be in this way. You can define a word called marketing. And coming to the concept of marketing, see, marketing management is the management process which identifies, anticipates, and supplies customer requirements efficiently and profitably. According to Chartered Institute of Marketing 2001, this is the definition which they have given to us. So when it comes to if you can ask you yourself as a question on why marketing is needed, or why marketing is required, or what is the importance of marketing in the organizational scenario. See, marketing is going to helps you to achieve, maintain and raise the standard of living of the society, and better marketing management is going to increase more number of employment opportunities also, and it is also helps to increase national income of our country also, and it is also going to help in creating farm utility, place utility, moreover time utility, possessional utility. So these are the points which gives you a clarity about the importance of marketing. And now, particularly, especially in the business firms, how can you narrate a word marketing is important. So importance of marketing in the business firms is, see, marketing is going to generate revenue for the firms, and marketing is going to enhance customer awareness and creates corporate image, and marketing is going to help top management to manage innovation and changes, and also marketing is going to change the marketing dynamics. And coming to the marketing philosophies, see, marketing management philosophies are, see, basing on the production, marketings will happen basing on the type of product which the company is producing. On the basis of that, marketing management will be depend upon. And selling is also one of the philosophy of marketing management. Social marketing, digital marketing is also became one of the philosophy in the concept of marketing. And see, among all these concepts, social media or social marketing concept has got its own importance. Social media marketing or digital marketing is the booming marketing system now nowadays. Every businesses are focusing on, every businesses are concentrating on. So when it comes to the characteristics of marketing management, see, marketing management builds customer loyalty, and it also keeps organization in touch with the ever-changing needs of the customer, and it also provides constant, consistent feedback, and it also creates moment of truth at every interaction that the customer encounters. It is going to generate products more likely to find a ready market, and it is also offering the opportunity to generate a price premium. So in this way, see, marketing is all about customer oriented, and marketing makes the customer as the king of the market. So customer is going to decide which product is going to be there for a longer period of time in the market or not. That will be decided completely by the kind of marketings where the companies are using. And the marketing is going to create a value through exchange. It is going to build some relationships as well as it is also an integrated process. Okay, management is also an integrated process. It is a social process. It is going to cater the human, it is going to cater the needs and wants of the customer, and it is also going to satisfy the human needs and wants. And that is why this is one of the most important characteristics of management. And moreover, marketing is a part of the total marketing environment. So that is why marketing is has become one of the important aspects in the agricultural businesses, agri businesses. So now let me explain you about marketing environment. So what is meant by marketing environment? If you want to define a marketing environment, see, the customer is guided by basic instincts before making any purchase. Marketing is a subsystem of the total system with basic characteristics of interaction and moreover interrelation and interdependence. So the environment is bouncy, that is, the changes are quick and the unprecedented. But like most things in business, rapid changes is a double-edged sword. So a threat, but also an opportunity. So why do companies scan the environment? If you can have a research on this marketing environment, if you can understand, if you want to understand why do normally companies scan the environment, because the companies are going to scan the environment just to analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and trends. So to analyze all these things, normally companies goes for analyzing the analyzing or scanning the environment, and this scanning of environment will helps the companies to study the changes in human demographics and lifestyles. See, every time our lifestyles is getting changing, and our taste, our preferences, our fashions, and our likes and dislikes are just changing every day. So to understand the changes in the human demographics and lifestyles, this particular marketing environment, this particular scanning of environment should be done. And normally why the companies are going to scan the environment is to understand and comprehend changes in the regulatory policies, and this is going to be the choice to manage relationships and to make requisite changes in the recruitment strategies. So for these reasons, the companies are going to scan the environment. So, and moreover, coming to the trends in the internal environment, trends of this marketing environment, we have got internal environment as well as external environment. So under the internal environment, there are some internal factors which includes the scanning of marketing environment. That is, one is corporate culture, organizational structure is important to scan the environment, and marketing competencies, financial stability and performance, resource availability, customer relationship management. In short, you can call it as CRM. And moreover, HRP, like human resource policy, also going to scan the environment. And moreover, if you want to define in an environment, there are two types of environments normally. That is micro environment and macro environment. So macro environment is going to deal about the socio-cultural environment, how the social environment includes the cultural aspects of an individual, the cultural aspects of a particular society or a group of people. So how do we behave as a consumers? Consumers depends upon their values, attitudes, beliefs, and even they are also dependent upon their past experiences, norms, and also the customs, and also most critical factors today as lifestyle. So for this person, for this reason, socio-cultural environment is one of the macro environmental factor, and the other one is technological environment. Technology is also playing a big role in overall human development and growth. So recently, there has been a big roar globally on the technology issue of leading brands like Apple and Samsung. So many new technologies have evolved which have made human lives more comfortable, like the innovations in microwave ovens and even televisions today. See, televisions, initially we used to purchase TFT monitor televisions, and after that slowly we have changed the television patterns into LCD, and after that LED, and now it is going on touch screen television. See how televisions have changed today, and changing in smart mobile phones today also have shifted towards Android technology to offer consumer a pleasing experience. Technology is in the areas of automobiles, and also not only in the automobile region, not only in the mobile phone region, and even in some government activities also technology is playing a vital role. So that's the reason why under the macro environmental factor, technological environment is one of the important environmental issue. Next, the next one is economic environment. Economic environment also changing rapidly actually, and this has a far coaching impact on the marketing strategies of marketers. So the economic environment includes the economic system of the country, or and even economic policies in the sense, see, we have fiscal policy, monetary policy, and moreover commercial policies, level of next one is level of development in the sense developed, developing, underdeveloped. See, India is a developing nation, right? Some countries are in a developed phase, and some countries are in developing phase, and some countries are in underdeveloped phase. And moreover, sector-wise conditions in the sense agricultural sector, industrial sector, service sectors, and sometimes foreign trade, basing on the foreign trade and the balance of payments, economic growth, foreign exchanges, and gold reserves, distribution of incomes. Basing on all these factors, economic environment is also getting changed. And moreover, ecological environment is also explains us about the natural resources today are getting depleted globally. The global warming aspects catching up, the biodiversity aspects needs to be taken care of. The government, people, NGOs and companies are becoming more aware about their ecological surroundings and have become more considerable towards saving the environment. So ecological environment is also is one of the macro environmental factor. and even political environment. We have legal environment. See, legal environment is one of the complex set of rules and institutions. Complex set of rules and institutions. See, this legal environment consists not only on the formal rules as per the constitution or statutes or procedures, but also it includes the legal practices that may or may not follow the formal law. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse if not followed as per the setted guidelines. So, therefore, the legal environment refers to the framework of laws, regulations, and the court decisions intended to encourage, guide, and control business activities. Um, and of course, along with these legal environment, every business concern should have their own business ethics also. Like what I have explained you guys yesterday, I have mentioned that business ethics is also important. So by following the legal environment, we need to include, we need to implement, we need to initiate the business ethics also. And moreover, ethical environment is also important. So marketing ethics is the areas of applied ethics that deals with the moral principles behind the operations and regulations of marketing. So whatever the ethical practices are available, whatever the ethical okay, whatever the ethical principles we have, all those ethical principles are going to gives us clarity about second all those what you call a business all those ethical principles will gives us clarity about how businesses should follow these ethical practices. They should be the ethical practices should be implemented by the business concerns for sure. So ethical environment is also one of the elements where every businesses have to focus upon. And the next one second. Yeah, ethical environment. And the next one is that is demographic environment. Demographic environment is nothing but, as we have mentioned earlier, demographic in a broad sense means the study of people. Okay, it includes factors like education, about the education of an individual, ethnicity of an individual, income of an individual, lifestyle change of an individual, and the shift of population from rural to urban. So demography, demographical environment is also going to play a vital role in the marketing environmental factor. And the next one, that is next one next so this is how marketing environment is playing an important role. And next the what we're going to study, what we are going to explain, and what we are going to learn is marketing research and forecasting. Normally in this particular topic, we are going to cover about the concept of marketing research and importance of marketing research. What is the process of marketing research, and MIS, that is marketing information system, and how forecastings will happen, and what are the research tools that normally used to forecast the forecast or estimations about the marketing. And for doing research also, we are going to use some research tools also. So we are going to learn all those tools in this particular topic. So the objectives of this particular topic is gives you a clarity about the meaning and importance of marketing research, about the steps in marketing research, and also about the defining about the marketing information system. And it is also going to discuss about the forecasting and researching or determining tools. So see, in the previous topic, we have understood that the concept and importance of marketing firms. All this is completely based on the collection and interpretation of data from various sources to study and analyze the recent trends in the environment. But in this particular topic, we would understand the techniques to collect and manage the required data that would aid any business firm to plan for the future and make necessary changes in their marketing strategies to maintain and gain a competitive edge. So, coming to the concept of marketing research is nothing but it is a systematic gathering and interpretation of information and data relevant to your organization and using this to revamp strategies, preparing strategies. So marketing research is all about the gathering of information or systematical gathering of information and interpretation of information and data relevant to your organization and using to create some new strategies. So that's the reason why most of the companies are using this marketing research just to understand what they are and where they are and what and at what place they want to be. So no, most of the companies, see, if you can take examples as Reliance or Tata or else any software companies or any electronic oriented companies or any government oriented companies or any soft drink oriented companies. So all these companies are just doing their marketing research by collecting and by gathering some data and information in a systematical order, so that basing on that information, the companies are going to revamp their strategies. So marketing research is very important. Let us find out how marketing research is important for us. Let us find out. So marketing research is important because as the marketing mix planning and effective implementations to be done. For doing marketing mix planning and for doing effective implementation, marketing research or gathering of data is important. And moreover, prerequisites for mergers and acquisitions, for this purpose also marketing researchers have to be done. And for having a complete outlook towards the business, this marketing research is going to help us. And to understand the changing environments and changing marketing policies, for this reason also the marketing research is important. And for having proper sales force management system in the organization, for that purpose also we need to go for we need to go for doing marketing research. And also for estimating and forecasting about the future marketing demand, or estimating and forecasting about the future trends in the market, this marketing research or gathering the marketing research is also important. So this is why the marketing research is important. And coming to the steps in the marketing research, how can we go for doing marketing research? How normally companies follow, or how normally companies implement these marketing research program. So I have I have nearly 7 steps to be followed for if you want to go for doing marketing research. That is, first one is firstly you need to define the problem. And after defining the problem, you need to develop an approach to the problem. How to approach that problem, you need to decide and develop. And also you need to develop marketing research plan. That is what the third step. See, again I'm repeating, the first one is you need to define the problem. The second one is developing an approach to the problem. And the third one is you need to develop market research plan. That is the third step. And coming to the fourth one, that is formulating the research strategy. This is also one of the important element. And next one, that is data collection. Data collection is also the important step where which normally companies have to follow. And see, as I mentioned you already, in the marketing research, it is all about data collection, data interpretation. So in the data collection, after collecting the data, you need to go for analyzing and interpreting. And after that, marketing research report has to be created. So these are the various steps which normally marketing research has to undergo. So basing on these steps, normally companies are doing their marketing research activities. So initially you need to define a problem, after that develop an approach, after that going for marketing research plan, and after that for forecasting the research strategies, next data collection, and after that analysis and interpretation, and after that marketing research. So these are the various steps where companies have to follow in this marketing research. So while you are gathering a data, you need to keep in mind that data may be of two types. See, the data may be of two types. First one is primary data, and the second one is secondary data. So primary data is the data collected first and from the market. This could be done by observing and recording or collecting directly from the respondents, right? Respondents sample. And secondary data is nothing but the data is already available, and this data can be collected from magazines, journals, online search engines, newspapers. Suppose if you have collected data from other sources, excluding the respondent samples, that data you can treat it as a secondary data. But whatever the data you have collected directly from the respondents, that data can be treated as primary data. So when you are collecting a data, you need to be very clear about what type of data is needed, what type of data is required for doing your product or market research. In coming to MIS, Marketing Information System, Marketing Information System is nothing but it's a very essential activity for any marketer. So these are set of methods and procedures particularly designed to gather and analyze and disseminate information to the marketing department and also to the other concerned departments to improve the product or service of the organization. So this particular information is also useful. This particular information is also useful and very essential to make continuous changes in the marketing mix elements, so that you can create and sustain the brand equity and also the market share. So for doing market information system, you need to go for marketing intelligence system. Initially you need to mention about marketing intelligence system, and after that you need to go for marketing research, and after going for after the marketing research have been done, and you need to go for marketing decision support system, and after that you need to go for internal research. So that is all about marketing information system. It's a small topic. It has not have its own importance, but as per our syllabus, we need to explain. As per our syllabus, you need to understand about the marketing information system also. So coming to the forecasting. Coming to the forecasting pattern. Coming to the forecasting pattern, one second. Again. Yeah. Demand forecasting is also one of the estimated estimation of the quantity, right? Estimation of the quantity of product or a service that consumers would purchase. It is a crucial for any manufacturer. It's a crucial for any manufacturer, supplier or retail. Let me tell you with an example. For example, the future demands of a fertilizer in a particular district. Okay. The future demands of fertilizers in a particular district. Forecast of future demand is very essential, as it would determine the quantity of raw material and to be purchased, after that production planning, and after that the quantity of finished goods to be shipped. So in this way, the entire process of logistics, as it is popularly termed, is very time consuming, and depth of stock at all levels should be monitored very carefully, as out of stock situations can harm the competitive advantage enjoying by the marketer. So moreover, it gives a chance to the customer to explain some other opinion due to the non-availability of the stock in the marketplace. So therefore, here the scene is the business firms cannot wait for the demand to emerge and then react to the situation. So as according to the situation, the companies has to respond according to and they need not going to wait for the demand to emerge and then react to the situation. So they should anticipate and plan for the future demand, and they are advised to follow a proactive approach so that they have stocks to meet the customers' demand at all times. And depth of stock is maintained at levels of factory and throughout the distribution channels. So normally in general practice, normally there are three common techniques of forecasting. So it is based upon the criteria of normally what people say, what people do, and what people have done. Right? When it comes to what people say, the methods are surveys of buyer intention and composite sales force opinion, expert opinion. And when it comes to what people do is test markets. They are going to test the market. And what people have done. See, we are using a method called what people have done to measure up to what people have done. We are going to use some statistical methods like time series analysis, leading indicators, even statistical demand analysis. So these are some of the methods normally used when forecastings are going on. Next one. So normally, what are the research tools which normally used by the forecasters? Right, forecasters. So what they use normally as the research tools. As I mentioned you all earlier, there are two methods to gather data, namely primary and secondary. As I mentioned you, if you collect the data or if you gather the data directly from the respondents, that can be treated as primary data. And if you can collect the data from other sources, that may be survey or that may be any opinion polls, so that will be treated as a secondary method. So secondary method, it is information that has been previously gathered by some other than the researcher, and for some other purpose than the research project at hand. So this could be gathered. See, through the internet also we can browse and you can get some data. So that falls under secondary data. So what are the sources of secondary data normally? See, what are the sources that secondary data can be gathered? See, from textbooks, you can gather the secondary data, from specialist books, or from journals, or from newspapers, and even sometimes you can also get the secondary data from conference papers, or magazines, or business journals, or articles, and sometimes government and industry experts is also going to provide us some secondary data. Even through web pages also you can get the required secondary data, and sometimes companies also may release some reports as secondary data. So now let us find out what are the tools normally for gathering primary data. See, as of now we have seen about the tools which are going to used when you are going to gather the secondary data. And now let us try to learn about the tools of gathering some primary data. See, through questionnaires you can you can get the required data from the respondents, and from interviews, observations, informal conversations, structured group discussions. Through all these tools, we can go for gathering primary data. So in the questionnaires, these are designed keeping the research objectives in mind, and administered to the sample unit for gathering information. See, some 20 or 30 questions will be designed at first, and after that those questions will be posed directly to the respondents, and the data, whatever the responses that the respondents have been given, the data will be recorded. So that is as per the questionnaires point of view. Sometimes observations, sometimes interviews also been done telephonically, online, or physically, keeping the research objectives in mind. See, every time when you are collecting any secondary data, or when you are collecting any primary data, you need to keep the research objectives in your mind. So these interviews could be structured and sometimes unstructured also. So sometimes informal conversations also may allows us to gather the primary data. And after that, structured group interviews, right? So these are some of the tools which normally the companies are using to gather the primary data, right? So this is all about marketing research and marketing research and forecasting. And now let me tell you about the planning and organization of marketing. So in this planning and organizing of marketing, we are going to cover about we are going to cover about the cover about the concept of marketing linked to planning and implementation. And after that, we are going to explain. We are going to see all about the marketing mix strategies. And after that, we are going to indicate the trends in the changing buying behavior. And after that, we are going to underline the role of branding, segmentation, targeting, and positioning strategies in the overall success of a marketing plan. So see, in the previous two units, we have studied and analyzed that what is marketing environment and the need and importance of marketing to any organization. We have also understood about the steps to carry out marketing research activities to plan and marketing strategies for the future. So, but this particular unit will helps you to study the various strategic aspects of marketing, such as the changes in the the changes in the buyer needs and wants, and how the concept of branding, adopting, and marketing strategies to the changing buyer behavior is going on, and the proper management of all the marketing activities undertaken by the firm to achieve overall success. So when you talk about the marketing mix initially, so the marketing mix is nothing but it is a set of controllable tactical marketing tool. So under this marketing mix, we are going to cover about 4 pieces of marketing, that is product, price, place, and promotion. so that the firm blends to produce the response it wants in the target market. So when it comes to product, goods manufactured by the organizations for the end users are referred to as products. See, normally products are of two types. Products are of two types, that is tangible and intangible. See, in the intangible way, whatever the product you are receiving, that is services. So a consumer can feel, touch, and see tangible product as compared to intangible one. So a product on the marketplace is something that the seller sells to the buyers in exchange for money. See, whatever the products which you are feeling, which you are touching, which you are tasting every day, all those are products. And whatever the products you are purchasing from the market, from your seller, by exchanging some money, by exchanging for money, that can be treated as a product. So under marketing mix, product is one of the important element. And after that, we have price also. Product, the second P helps, the second P will gives us, will explain us about the price. So what is meant by a price? So price is the only revenue generating element among the four P's. The rest of the three, product, place, and promotion, being cost centers. But profits would be generated only if the pricing strategy is very well planned and executed. So to come to the final pricing, all costs need to be calculated right from manufacturing cost, including the cost of raw material, including the cost of labor, including the cost of infrastructure, and even the logistics expenses also, for the product to reach the right place at the right time, in the right assortment to the customer. So that's the reason why pricing is one of the key factors among the four P's of marketing. So price is going to determine what a marketer will receive in exchange for its products. So price, that is, in that way you can define pricing. So what are the steps that are involved in pricing? See, when you are deciding any pricing process, what are the steps that are needed to follow? That is, initially, firstly, you need to set pricing objectives. Under what objective the price has to be set at. And after that, you need to develop a pricing strategy, and you need to analyze what kind of demand that the product is having. Basing on that, you need to define a price. And after that, you need to go for analyzing what are the varieties of costs that you have spent for manufacturing a product. So basing on the different cost centers, you need to define your price. And moreover, you need to analyze competitive offerings and costs. And after that, selection of pricing method, and determine the prices. So when you are fixing pricing objectives, you need to see it as sales oriented. You need to see it as targeted returns on investment, and you need to take the competition into consideration. And also you need to get ready for profit maximization. So that falls under pricing objectives. So see, in the next step, this particular strategy may be different for new and existing product. This also varies segment wise. Normally, developing pricing strategy is going to vary from segment wise. So pricing should be in a relation to other products or services that the firm offers. So these are some of the steps which normally companies are following. See, when you are selecting a particular pricing method, you need to the various pricing methods available in the marketing firms are as see, markup pricing, where we have target return pricing, or psychological pricing, going rate pricing, auction type pricing, group pricing. These are some of the methods which normally companies are going to select when they are going to set a price for a particular product. And now let us next let us talk about placement of a product. So place means where and when the consumer buys and consumes the product or service. So the place is sometimes referred to as marketing channels and sometimes as physical distribution, logistics, or location. So without proper distribution, even the best of products fail in the marketplace. So place component must integrate with the other elements of the marketing mix. So uh, what are marketing channels normally? So set of interdependent organizations involved in the process of making a product or service available for use or consumption. So, so under the placement, we have channels of distribution also. So these channels of distribution is, see, initially channels of distributions are going to vary according to the number of intermediaries. See, if the intermediaries are very low, the channels of distributions may be different. If the number of intermediaries may be high, the channels of distributional the distributional channels may be different. So according to the varieties of channels of distribution, we have 0 level, 1, 2, and 3 level channels, right? 1, 2, and 3 level channels, and selective distribution channel, and next one, intensive distribution. Basing on all these, normally channels of distributions may happen. So channel management decisions are also needed to great challenge to manage their channel network. So the fourth P, that is all about promotion. This is what the important point, important element where you people have to concentrate more, actually, and more, because the next coming blocks will be completely on this particular promotion. So promotion focuses on communicating with the target market. How normally companies may communicate about their product to their customers? Through the advertisings, through the personal sellings, through the sales promotions, and sometimes direct marketings, publicities, public relations. So basing on all these promotional mix elements, which normally companies are going to communicate with their target market. So this is popularly known as integrated marketing communication. So promotion is nothing but it's the means by which the firms attempts to inform, persuading, and remind customers directly or indirectly about the products or brand what they sell. So in the promotional mix elements, like what I said earlier, see, advertising falls under promotional mix, sales promotion, direct marketing, personal selling, public relations, publicity, all these falls under promotional mix elements. So uh, how advertising can be done? See, electronic and digital media. Through electronic media and digital media, normally advertising may happen. See, under electronic and digital media, we have radio, television. Okay, so these are the two forms of advertising media, which normally the companies are going to communicate with their target market. And also through print media in the sense national newspapers, regional newspapers, English dailies, and vernacular papers, consumer magazines, moreover trade and technical journals, and directories. So these are all some of the formats which normally companies are using to communicate with their target market as far as print media point of view. And the next one, that is sales promotion. So under sales promotion, as you all know very well, sales promotion is nothing but promoting the sales in the market for creating the loyalty shown towards the brand and for the prospective customers to induce a trial of a new product. So there are short-term incentives because the factor of use costs involved, and then if these offers continues for a longer period of time, they would tarnish the image of the product. So that's the reason why the tools. What are the tools of sales promotion? Is, see, discounts falls under sales promotion. quantity discounts, displays, product sales, coupon offers, repeat purchase offers, samplings, repeat purchase offers. See, you can observe these repeat purchase offers in big retail outlets like Pantaloons or even Reliance, also offering these repeat purchase offers. Samplings, contest sweepstake games, and sometimes combo offers also is going to offer. These are the sales promotional tools normally. See, these offers are also offered to the trade to increase sales. In the trade also, this is going to use to increase the sales. See, window display to the retailers, point of purchase activities, trade contests, extra commissions, trade allowances. So these are some of the sales promotional elements and sales promotional tools which normally companies are using. And we have other elements like personal selling, direct marketing, public relations, and publicity. As you all know very well, personal selling is nothing but it's a face-to-face selling activity. After which the seller attempts to persuade the buyer to make a purchase, right? For example, if you want to buy a television from a multi-branded showroom, the salesman would demonstrate the features, advantages, and also the benefits of various brands that he has in the store. So this would aid you to make a final choice of buying to what product, to what brand we need to select, which brand is going to gives us more satisfaction. So you can go for making a final choice of buying. So that's what personal selling. So personal selling is all about face-to-face interaction and face-to-face selling. Here the seller is going to demonstrate about the product to the buyers. And after that, we have public relations and publicity. Public relations are the practices. See, these are the practices of managing the spread of information between an individual or an organization and the public. See, normally common practices are available in the public relations. That is maintain good relations with the press. See, sometimes some colleges or some universities, suppose if they want to promote their activities through these through these public relations, they are going to maintain substantial and moreover solid relations with the press, as well as speaking at conferences and winning industry rewards. See, winning industry awards. In this way, public relations can be developed through this public relations and publicity. It could be achieved through the articles published in certain business magazines about the company, and most importantly, the word of mouth publicity in both the cases, right? If the customer is satisfied or dissatisfied by the use of any business firm's offerings. So in this way, publicity and public relations are happening. And the last topic in this block one, that is strategic marketing. So the strategic marketing is the term marketing is not understood by people well. It is been observed that many people, when asked what is marketing, would respond marketing is all about fancy packing, writing catchy slogans about the product, or sponsoring events, or luring people to buy your products, producing fancy brochures and catalogs to provide information to your prospects, right? If anyone asks you about what is marketing, we are going to explain them all these information, right? All these part of marketing, but comprises only a small portion of it actually. So these activities are described by marketers to promotions mainly designed to create interest. Again, it's going to create an awareness and the final decisions of buying among the prospective customers. But strategic marketing is different. So strategic marketing is a very wide concept than only promotions. It addresses many other issues which the marketers has to consider. Okay, beginning with which product or service to launch, as this has to match the customer changing needs and of course wants and demands, and what price would at what price we should charge from the customers, and also how to ensure availability and timely delivery of the production through effective distributional channels, creating and sustaining value to the customer. These are all comes under strategic marketing, which means you are going to plan about how marketing should be done, how marketing activities should carry on, how marketing activities should carry on to stay back in the market for a longer period of time. Okay, so and also further improvements also have to be made in products to sustain profits. Okay, plan and execute effective competitor strategy, and also it is going to provide excellent pre and post sales to generate confidence in the minds of the consumer, and also it is going to enhance the satisfying experiences ownership of any product. So therefore, strategic marketing is a much broader term, as perceived to be, as this encompasses all the minute details of the marketing concept and catering to the ever-changing needs and wants of your target audience. So, how to develop effective marketing mix strategy? What are the steps that are involved in developing effective marketing strategy? Is see, the step one is you need to create goals and objectives for which you want to make a sale in the market. And the second one is set a budget. And the third one is determine the product determine the product's USP, right? Unit sale, USP. And coming to the step 4, that is you need to go for research. You need to go for researching the target users, like who are going to use your product, and at what age of people is going to use your product. So you need to go for researching about your target users, and also you need to go for marketing teams need to consult with customers, and you need to define your product details. Again, you need to go for distributional channels. You need to create a pricing strategy. You need to choose a form of promotion, and moreover, finally, you need to go for inbound marketing. These are some of the steps which where the companies are using to develop effective marketing mix strategy. So when it comes to branding, so brand is nothing but the name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's goods or services. See, suppose if you see a brand called Audi, so by listening the name of Audi, or by observing the name of by observing the logo of that particular company, by observing the design of that particular logo or a symbol, you can easily name it with their brand. So a brand is often the most valuable asset of a corporation. So brand owners manage their brands carefully to create shareholders value and brand valuation. A brand is often the most valuable assets of a corporation, and it's going to create and ascribes a money also. Second. One second. I'll come back again. Again, power went off. So that is about branding. So brand, it is very much needed to create a brand awareness also. So brand awareness is nothing but it refers to customers' ability to recall and recognize the brand under different conditions, and link to the brand name and also logo and so on to certain associations in memory. So see, if there are some brands which are there in our mind normally, see, we have Mahindra, we have Tata, we have Audi, we have Mercedes Benz, we have Land Rover. See, all these are there in our mind because of its brand and because of its brand value. So, and they have created a lot of brand awareness among the general public. So that's why people are recalling, people are just reminding, people are just remembering about those kind of brands oftenly. So there are various levels of brand awareness normally that require different levels and combinations of brand recognition and recall or recollecting. So that is about branding. And next one, that is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So marketing starts with the customer and ends with the customer. So therefore, starts by identifying the needs, wants, and demands of the consumer, and ends with the consumer delight. So in any market, we have a mix of consumers coming from various culture, having varied interests, tastes, and preferences. So therefore, a marketer then has to address the needs, wants, and demands of all these segments of consumers. The products offered to the marketer have to create and sustain value for the consumer, and marketer has to be different than to nearest competitor. So So keeping all these variances, marketers have came up with a concept called STP. So STP stands for, S stands for segmentation, T stands for what is that, targeting, and P stands for positioning. So segmentation is nothing but it is going to divide the total market into distinct groups of customers. Okay, distinct groups of customers, see, according to the age, according to the gender, according to the locality where they are living on, and according to their income level. So basing on all these, the market is going to be segmentized. And targeting, it is going to determine which customer group segment to focus your marketing efforts on. And moreover, positioning is nothing but it is going to create product positioning and marketing mix that is most likely to appeal to the selected audience. So segmenting, targeting, and positioning, these three are very important things. So under segmentation, see how normally segmentations may go on. See, according to the geographical segmentation, according to the demographic segmentation, according to the psychographic segmentation. See, I may have my own culture, and you people may have your own culture. So I have my own patterns, or I have my own likes and dislikes. In the same way, you also have your own likes and dislikes. So according to the psychographic segmentation, also market will be segmented, and the behavioral segmentation also will be done. See, this particular behavioral segmentation is concerned about the various occasions for which the consumer buys a particular product. So see, for different causes, or for different reasons, for different reasons, we are going to purchase different products. So in this particular behavioral segmentation, we are going to segregate, or we are going to divide the customers as for what reasons the customers are buying, on what season the customers are willing to purchase the product. And next one, coming to targeting. Target market is the market that the marketer targets to entire and serve its customer. This market consists of buying primarily having similar needs and characteristics. See, for example, see, Camlin is there, and or else, for example, Apsara company is there. See, this particular brand is going to target the school going children, or even the colleges or universities, because their products will be useful at colleges or universities, or even in schools also. So they targeting their target people, their target customers are school going, or the people who are into education, right? And sometimes some what you call some beauty oriented products are available. Okay, so beauty oriented products, these are very useful at the time of when when people wants to go for beauty care. So beauty products are going to use, and those companies are going to target the people who are going for beauty care. So in that way, in that way, the market is going to target a certain variety of customers, similar, and the customers should have a similar characteristics of buying it. And the last one, that is positioning. So positioning is nothing but it's a place that any product is placed in the minds of the consumer relatively to the competitors products. See, suppose if I want to go to any restaurant in Vijayawada, I have certain restaurant names in my mind. So among all those different restaurant names, I prefer first. I prefer one restaurant's name at first, because that is there. That restaurant name is there in my mind at first. So I'll give preference to that restaurant because I like food, I like ambience, and I like the treatment, how the restaurant people are receiving me, and how the restaurant people are providing service to me, and how they are respecting me. So based on all these factors, I give first position to a particular restaurant, because that is what my positioning. So positioning is all about the place that any product is placed in the minds of the customer relative to the competitor's product. So it can be defined in the terms of, as I mentioned you already, it can be defined in the terms of attributes that any product offers to the customer. See, sometimes, I used to ask my students also in my college, why do you prefer only classmate books which was manufactured by ITC? The students are going to answer me like, I want to use a branded product. As it is a branded product, some people are using to likely to use that product. And some people may say that, yes, this is a very loyal company, and they are treating their customers and providing better quality. So that's the reason why I'm purchasing this. So in this way, my students are going to answer me to a particular brand oriented questionnaire. So because their attitude, or their our attitude gets changed according to the product or according to the service which we normally receive. See, suppose if you want to open an account in a bank, you people are going to select a bank which has got national importance and which has got national wide branches. I normally prefer, see, in my Andhra Pradesh, I am going to prefer I'm going to prefer State Bank of India, because State Bank of India its position is in the first place in my mind. So that's why, as a customer, I'm going to prefer State Bank of India to open my bank account. In the same way, hospital services also. In the same way, if you want to do any courses, any other courses, again, if you want to select a college or a school or an university, again, the same positioning is going to place an important role. So this is how normally what you call positionings are happening, right? So this is about positioning, targeting, and segmenting. So normally, and now let me give you a clarity about uh, uh, what do you call how consumer behaviors are changing. How consumer behaviors are changing. What is the buying behavior of a consumer, and what are the steps that are involved in the consumer buying process? See, normally consumers need recognition, right? As a consumer, we are also the consumers of varieties of products, and we also need recognition. So, and moreover, consumers will search for important information, right? Important information through campaigns, word of mouth, etc. And also the consumer, how consumers are going to make a decision for purchasing any product is among the variety of products. Among the variety of products, the consumers are going to select one alternative. They are not going to prefer all the products at a time, but their preference is mostly on the preference is mostly on the variety of alternatives which are available in the market. So next one, yeah, evaluation of alternatives. Next one is purchase decision. See, final choice of buying a particular product. Yeah. Final choice of buying a particular product. Final choice of buying a particular product is also going to be and moreover mode of payment and preferred outlet of purchase and the right time to purchase the product. So this is how the customers are going or preferring a particular. This is how customers are changing their behaviors when they are purchasing any product. And after that, post purchase behavior, how customers show their behavior after the purchasing any product. See, this particular aspect is concerned about the satisfaction or dissatisfaction that the consumer experiences post purchase. Okay, after purchasing, see, if I purchase any product, I may be satisfied or I may be dissatisfied, right? So it is the responsibility of the company to know about how the customer feels about that product and what kind of satisfaction, whether they are satisfied or whether they are dissatisfied. The company has to understood. See, if the buyer is satisfied with the purchase, he would spread a favorable word of mouth, right? If I like any product, if I like any service or a product, I'm going to spread the information to my friends or colleagues or relatives or my family members or to my surroundings or to my society. So in that way, word of mouth may spread like anything. So this particular stage is linked to the cognitive dissonance of the buyer. So this is how consumer behaviors are changing normally, and moreover, so this is about the marketing segmentation, positioning, and targeting, and moreover, after that, we have seen about the like how consumers are changing. What are the steps that are available in the consumer buying process, right? So this is about the block one. And now let me tell you about the block two, that is agricultural marketing and overview. In this agricultural marketing and overview, we have got all again different four topics, that is introduction of agricultural marketing, and after that agricultural produce or agricultural markets, and even institutional interventions and global trade documentation. So these are the four topics which we are going to cover in this block 2. So the first one, introduction to agricultural marketing. This particular unit includes the evaluation scope of agricultural marketing and in relation to economic development, its functions, activities, and objectives. And next one, agricultural policy, agricultural producer markets. These particular topics that are going to cover all about the influence of socio-economic, macroeconomic, environmental forces on agricultural marketing system, the policies related to the development and regulation of agricultural produce, and also their influence on the marketing functionaries, and moreover institutional interventions will explains us about the understanding about the intervention by institutions that given agricultural marketing. So we have ENAM, we have Net Portal, we have Agmark Net Portal, etc. Right? So how these institutional interventions are going on, and we are also going to see about the global trade documentation also. So coming to the first one, that is introduction to agricultural marketing. Agricultural marketing is nothing but, see, it is a practice. It is a practice formerly on a subsistence basis. The villages were self-sufficient. People exchanged their goods and services within the village on a barter basis, as you all know very well, barter system, right? So with the development of means of transport and storage facilities, agriculture has become commercial in character. The farmer grows those crops that fetch a better price, and marketing of agricultural produce is considered an integral part of agriculture, since an agriculturist is encouraged to make more investment, more investment, and to increase production. So if you want to define a word called agricultural marketing, it is composed of two words, that is agriculture and marketing. Agriculture is nothing but it means activities aimed at use of natural resources for human welfare, isn't it? For human welfare, we are using natural resources. That's what we call it as an agriculture, and it includes the primary activities of the production, right? And marketing is nothing but it's a series of activities involved in moving the goods from the point of production to the point of consumption. See, as of now, in the basics of marketing, we have seen how marketings are going on, what kind of promotions does normally companies are doing on nowadays, and how from till and from now onwards, we are going to cover about how marketing is going to take the production from the point of production to the point of consumption. Okay, so what is the scope of marketing? See, if you want to explain the scope of marketing, see, it is all about farmer's interest. See, if the farmer is not at all not interested in farming, if the farmer is not interested in doing cultivation, then there's no need of having a question of agriculture. So, basing on the farmer interest only, agricultural activities are going on, and also the consumer's interest. And of course, agriculturists are collecting the interest of the consumers. So, basing on the interest of the consumers, the agriculturists are just doing their production. And also the society's interest, traders' interest, government's role. So basing on all these things, the agricultural marketing is going on. And how evolution of agricultural marketing is being done nowadays. See, there are a lot of factors have led to the evolution and growth of agricultural marketing in India. The factors like specialization, urbanization, and even what you call it is transportation and communication. Okay, technological change in agriculture, right? So all these four factors led the farmers to do more production. All these four factors helps the farmers to come up with new agricultural crops by using new agricultural technologies, right? So this has led the farmers to do more and more production. So if you want to learn about the role of agricultural marketing in the economic development, see, agricultural marketing, yes, obviously, yes, we have to agree that we have to say yes to this statement that agricultural marketing is one of the pivotal concepts in the development of our Indian economy. So the importance of agricultural marketing in economic development can be understood with the help of optimizer of resource and output management, widening of markets, growth of agro-based industries, price signals, increase in farm income, employment creation, adoption and spread of new technology, addition of national income, better standard of living, creation of utility, again creation of utility in the sense farm utility, as I mentioned earlier, farm utility, place utility, time utility, possession utility. So these are the reasons for the role of, these are the reasons for the agricultural marketing in the stream of economic development of our nation. And next, when we talk about the marketing functions, see, functions of transfer of ownership under agricultural marketing functions. We firstly will, actually there are four major functions, that is functions of transfer of ownership, that is what the first function. The second one is function of physical movement. The third one is function of changing the forms of the product, and the fourth one is facilitating functions. So these are the four functions where marketing agricultural marketing is doing. See, under the functions of transfer of ownership, first one, it is selling. If you are going to sell the product, it is going for product planning and development, contractual functions, demand creation, right? So next one is buying. Okay, under buying, next one is demand creation, price determination. Okay, these are the functions of depends upon the transfer of ownership. And next one, that is functions of physical movement. So what are the functions of physical movement in the agricultural marketing? That is first one is transportation, storage. Okay, transportation, storage, is these are the two functions which are available under physical movement. And the third one, that is functions of changing the forms of the product. That is, first one is standardization and grading. Next one is packaging. Okay, and fourth function is facilitating functions. What are the facilitative functions in the agricultural marketing? That is, what are the facilities which is normally in the agricultural marketing requires is marketing, financing, risk bearing, moreover market information. Okay, these are the functions which are going to be there in the agricultural marketing. Next, see, there are only three activities and objectives of agricultural marketing system. What are those three objectives? See, initially, first one is production, second one is selling, third one is marketing. These are the three core elements, or these are the three core activities and objectives of any agricultural marketing system. So, see, of course, there are some market middlemen and traders are involving, and of course, for the purpose of consumers only, the agricultural productions are doing on. Of course, the government is also playing an important role in playing a vital role in bringing the changes in the agricultural marketing. Okay, and what is the importance of now let us find out what is the importance of marketing in agricultural development and growth. So the importance of marketing in agricultural development and growth is, see, first one, decreasing the channel members. See, if you are going to increase the channel members, there is a chance of observing some delays in the supply of product. So that's the reason why we need to decrease the channel members, and after that increase the production, earning foreign exchange. If you are doing any exports, you need to go for foreign exchange also. Next one. So now let me tell you about what is meant by e-marketing. E-marketing is nothing but e-marketing is the product of the meeting between modern communicational technologies and the age-old marketing principles that humans humans have always applied. In the simple sense, e-marketing or electronic marketing is nothing but it is the application of marketing principles and techniques using electric media. That's simple. I think you people can understood very easily about the e-marketing with this particular definition. So e-marketing is all about it is an application of marketing principles and techniques using electronic media and more specifically the internet, right? See, we have e-commerce, we have e-marketing, we have e-banking, we have e-retailing. All these different activities are going on with the help of internet only. So nowadays e-marketing has become more popular in most of the business houses. Most of the business houses they are using and they are adopting this e-marketing system very oftenly. So they regularly for every promotion they use a concept called marketing. So in the case of agricultural production, in the case of agricultural products also, agricultural marketing also, e-marketing is one of the booming element which normally agriculture marketing companies are doing. See, under e-marketing, how can you go for e-marketing? See, direct marketing, trade show promotions, through advertisements, you can go for marketing, public relations, and even in some events also you can go for e-marketing, and even loyalty programs also you can go for e-marketing. Okay, so what are the benefits of e-marketing? What are the benefits of e-marketing? See, let us find out. Let me tell you about the benefits of e-marketing. So e-marketing is more affordable than traditional one. Of course, traditional marketing is somewhat costlier than e-marketing. So more business partners can be reached. See, e-marketing is going to cater to a more geographical dispersed customer base, and e-market is going to procurement cost is somewhat lower when you compare with this traditional one. And reduction in inventories, of course, production costs, sales and marketing costs are also becoming lower. So these are some of the benefits of e-marketing. So coming to the next one, that is agricultural produce markets. So it is a well-established fact that marketing activities do not take place in isolation from all external forces. In fact, all marketing operations are conducted in a highly complex, dynamic and changing environment. So there are many imperfections in the marketing system for agriculture commodities. So to protect the interests of the various sectors of the economy, normally government also intervene in the form of regulation of markets becomes necessary. So the main objective of integration is to undertaking close related activities that will permit them to effectively meet the requirements of their customers, right? So see, influence of macro environmental forces in agricultural marketing system. What kind of influence does these environmental forces? Two environmental forces, that is micro environmental forces and macro environmental forces. These two environmental forces are going to influence the agricultural marketing system. And how it is happening? See, the firm's micro environment consists of six forces that affects the ability to serve its customers. First one, the firm, and second one is suppliers. Third one is marketing intermediaries. Intermediaries in the sense resellers or marketing service agencies, physical distributional firms, all these, right? Marketing intermediaries in the sense. And fourth one is customers. Okay, fourth one is customer. Fifth one is competitors, and the sixth one is public. So these are some of the phases or forces influencing the agricultural marketing as a micro environment. Now let me tell you about the macro environment. See, macro environment is under macro environment. Normally, there are 7 major forces. See, in the micro environment, there are 6 forces. Now, in the macro environment, there are 7 forces, 7 major forces in the firm's macro environment. So, the first one is demographic environment. See, demographic in the sense, as I mentioned you earlier, according to the education, according to the age, according to the changed family life, and moreover, according to the geographical shift, if they shifted from one place to another place, that also falls under demographic, what do you call demographic environment. And second one, that is, see, as I mentioned, there are 7 different environments. So among those, first one is demographic environment. Second one is economic environment. Economic environment in the sense the changes of income of an individual. Next, changing consumer spending patterns. These are all these two are falls under economic environment. And natural environment. Fourth one is technological environment. Fifth one is political environment. Sixth force is cultural environment, and the seventh one is legal environment. So these are the seven types of different environments under macro environment, which is going to influence as one of the greatest factors of agricultural marketing. So now let me tell you about what are the policies that are related to development and regulation of agricultural produce markets. So one second. Yeah. Agricultural marketing is it is a process that starts with the decision to produce a sellable farm product and involves all aspects of market structure, both functional and institutional, based on technical and economic considerations. And there is no doubt agricultural marketing is a state subject. The government of India has an important role to play in laying down general policy framework, framing quality standards, conducting surveys and research studies, and providing guidance, technical and financial support to the state governments. So the central government is asked and advised by 2 organizations under its control, namely the Directorate of Marketing and Inspection and the National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, that is NAM, NIAM. NIAM is nothing but National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, which is there in Jaipur. So what are the regulations of agricultural marketing? Let me tell you. See, this regulations regulation of agricultural marketing. A regulated market is a wholesale market where buying and selling are regulated and controlled by the state government through the market committee. So it aims to elimination of unhealthy and unwanted or unscrupulous practices, reducing marketing charges and providing facilities to producers and sellers in the market. So regulated markets have been established by the state governments itself, and the rules and regulations also have been framed in the conduct of their businesses. So important features of regulated markets are, regulated market in the sense under the provisions of the Agricultural Produce Market Act, the state government gives its intention to bring a particular area under regulation by notifying market areas, market yards, mainly assembling yard, and sub-market yard, if any, right? So regulated market in the sense which is under the control and management of the state government. So according to the framework laid down by the state government, all these regulated markets should undergo. So The main features of regulated markets are there should be a marketing committee, there should be a market committee. It should explain us about the area of operations, methods of sales, licensing of market functionaries, market levies or fees. Right? All these are called as the features of regulated markets. So what are the policies for development of agricultural product markets? What are the policies? See, some policies and legislative measures I'm going to give you. See, the first one is grading and standardization. Grading and standardization. See, the Agricultural Produce Act 1937 empowers the central government to fix quality standards known as AGMARK. See, in every product you can find this AGMARK, AGMARK. So AGMARK. So this has been given by the government basing on the quality standards. AGMARK standards to prescribe terms and conditions for using and seal of AGMARK. So this particular Act 1937. What is that Act? That is Agricultural Produce Act 1937. And again, you can recall it as Grading and Marking Act 1937. You can also take it as. And this particular act was amended from time to time to widen its scope. So initially, only 19 commodities were included for grading purposes. But now, almost all, there are more than nearly 202 commodities in the schedule for which grade standards are available. And next one, that is cold storage orders. And again, we have meat food products order. Next one, high powered committee on agricultural marketing, that is GURU committee. So this committee was appointed by the government of India under the chairmanship of Sri Shankarlal Guru, the term chairman of Hosam and Gujarat State Agricultural Marketing Board, to suggest improvements in the functioning of the market regulation scheme. So this particular report also have been given. And next policy is expert group on agricultural marketing. Expert group is, again, you can call it as Acharya group, right? So the Ministry of Rural Areas and Employment of the Government of India constituted an expert group for suggesting measures to strengthen the agricultural marketing divisions of the ministry and to widen its scope to facilitate the development of marketing network. Right? This is also one of the policies. And the next one, that is market integration. So market integration is nothing but it's a process that refers to the expansion of firms by consolidating additional marketing functions and activities under single management. So examples of marketing integration are the establishment of wholesaling facilities by retailers and the setting up of another plant by a rice mill. So in each case, there is a concentration of decision making in the hands of a single management, right? So types of marketing integration is horizontal integration. You can do it as you can go for market integration. Vertical integration is also available, and conglomeration integration is also available. And for increasing marketing efficiency, technical efficiency is required. Pricing or allocative efficiency is also required, and also some simple measures to assess the efficiency. See, how can you measure to assess the efficiency of the marketing system for agricultural commodities? See, ratio of output to input. Next, Stifford approach and Acharya approach. These are the three approaches where you can use to assess the marketing research, marketing marketing efficiency. the next one, that is, yeah. What kind of marketing infrastructure is needed when you are going for any prototype of improvised agricultural infrastructure? See, the structure, conduct, and performance of the marketing system depend apart from the regulatory measures on the status of infrastructural facilities. So the infrastructure consists of a combination of public and private assets, which sustain the addition of the place, time, and what you call farm utilities in the products and services. So these includes, apart from the institutions and the organizations, roads, railways, warehouses, cold storages, processing units. These are all these infrastructures are needed for agricultural products, agricultural marketing, right? So importance of marketing infrastructure is see, the agricultural production depends almost entirely on the growth of productivity of land and availability of modern technologies, and the creation of adequate information infrastructural facilities in a liberalized and market driven economic environment is necessary. And the creation of infrastructure in rural areas is justified for reducing the migration of people to people from what you call rural to urban areas. And you can also classify the marketing infrastructure is based on capital requirements. One is capital intensive and the other one is capital extensive. Capital intensive marketing infrastructure is road, storage, structures, and processing plants requires a large initial capital investment. But whereas the capital extensive marketing infrastructure includes they require limited initial capital investment, but their operational maintenance cost is quite substantial. So the difference between the capital intensive and capital extensive marketing infrastructure is of degree, rather than of type of kind, right? So that is about marketing, what do you call, marketing integration and marketing, yes, marketing integration. Coming to next one, that is institutional interventions. Institutional interventions we have got. So institutional interventions is, see, we have AgMark. I'm going to focus more on AgMark, and MLE means market led extension, and National Agriculture Market, ENAM, National Agriculture Market. So, and state trading and market interventions. Let me go in brief about this marketing interventions. So the current agricultural marketing system in India is the outcome of several years of government intervention. Of course, if the government is not intervening, or if the government is not taking care about the agricultural activities, then you cannot see this kind of growth and developments in the agricultural region. So the agricultural marketing system has undergone significant many changes over the last about 7 decades. Swing to increased marketing supplies, increased in urbanization and income levels, and the consequent changes in the pattern of demand for marketing services, and even increase in linkages with the distant and overseas markets, and also the changes in the form and degree of marketing intervention. So actually, buying and selling of commodities mainly takes place in the market yards, or in subyards, or in rural periodic markets spread throughout the country. See, there are nearly 7,246 regulated markets are there in a country, and 21,238 rural periodic markets, about 20% of which functions under the what do you call function under the ambit of regulations. So minimum support prices have been a what do you call cornerstone of the regulatory policy since 1965. So what is state trading? So one of the responsibility of the government is to ensure the supply of essential commodities to the people. So this may require direct interventions on the part in the trading of agricultural commodities. So that's why state trading is a common feature of many economies where agriculture is an important sector of trade. So, why the government is intervening in the state trading? See, to make available supplies of essential commodities to consumers, to ensure a fair price, to minimize violent price fluctuations, to arrange for the supply of such inputs as fertilizers and what you call insecticides, so that the tempo of increased production is maintained, to undertake the procurement and maintenance of stock and their distribution, and to arrange the storage, transportation, packaging, and processing. For all these purposes, the government is intervening in the trading. And we have different types of trading, that is partial state trading, complete state trading, and we have got these two tradings, these partial state trading, complete state trading, right? So in partial state trading, private traders and governments coexist. But when partial state trading fails to ensure fair prices to producers and make goods available to consumers at responsible prices, then this extreme forms of trading is adopted by the government. And marketing intervention, the institutional intervention of some kind in mostly in food grain marketing in India has a long history, as it has passed through several phases. Of course, now this made it necessary to create incentives and favorable price environments for the farmers who adopt the new seeds. So to achieve this, the two new institutions, namely, as I mentioned earlier, namely Agricultural Prices Commission, later on renamed it as Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices, and Food Corporation of India was created, that have dominated India's food administration ever since 1999. So even till now, Food Corporation of India is the leading central government organization which is taking care about the agricultural produce. So infrastructural facilities. Second, there's an important topic we have. It is IGNOU. Yeah. There are some price interventions and policies. This is one of the important topics where we need to focus on. The important objectives of particular government intervention is in the pricing of agricultural commodities. So just to provide stability to prices of farm products, just to maintain the flow of productive resources in the farm sector, to maintain the terms of trade between the farm and non-farm sector, and to ensure that the gains of technological changes, right? And also we have PSS scheme, that is price support schemes. We have market intervention schemes. We have, as the government is intervening in this agricultural marketing activities, the government is taking necessary steps, and even direct price and market interventions, right? So this is how the this is how the government intervening in the agricultural marketing. And even when it comes to IGNOU, yeah, mail, yeah, National Agriculture Market, IGNOU. See, to create a unified national market for agricultural commodities, a pan-India electronic trading portal was created, which networks the existing regulated markets known as the National Agricultural Markets, IGNOU, This facilitates the pan-India trade in agricultural commodities through a common online platform. This is very important. Common online platform. The ENAM platform also going to helps to get better prices discovery through a transparent online auction platform, considering the quality of the produce and also timely online payment. So the small farmers agribusiness consortiums, SFACs, from the past 2 to 3 days, every time I'm using this word SFAC, that is Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortiums. It is the lead agency for leading ENAM under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. So far 100,000 APMC markets, agricultural and farmer welfares have been integrated into the ENAM platform in 18 states and 3 union territories. So it is very important to mention that ENAM is not a parallel marketing structure to the existing markets. It's a device to create a national network of existing physical mandis through an online platform. So it is very clear that ENAM is a concept where it is offering its services not only in the physical market but also in the online platform. So that is very important, ENAM. So with the changing global economy, environmental degradations, market fluctuations, and demographical pressures, the theme of extension has changed from production orientation to market oriented. So the only increase in production cannot be a suitable solution for today's farmers. So farmers who plan their production according to the market were getting better returns and profits. So therefore, the scope for acceptance and requirements of market-led extension over conventional extension is higher. So the basic thought behind the market-led extension is a quality improvement with appropriate concern over price and marketing. So with this, I conclude my today's session. So with all these topics, see the entire subject is all about how agricultural productions can be marketed and how governments are providing the supports to the how governments are creating regulated markets, how government is initiating these ENAMs, right? So agricultural marketing is also one of the important elements among the available agri-business oriented activities. So this is all about our marketing management in the agricultural areas, and the other parts you can easily understand very clearly because it is very easy to understand as the time is running out, and it is not possible to complete the entire syllabus in this particular online platform. So that's the reason why I have concentrated all the major topics, which is very important as far as your examinational issues point of view. So that's all for today, sir.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Last date for submission of assignment September 30th. Some students are asking. September 30th is the last date to submit the assignments at their respective study centers. And today class MAM054 Marketing Management for Agriculture, Agribusiness completed by our sir, and tomorrow same schedule 11 to 1 o'clock MAM055. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now today this session is concluded. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.